Now that we have the leg stock milled up into final size, the next step is to take and mill this lumber into the rails that we need. So it'll follow the same rough process of ripping it to rough width, flattening one surface, making a square edge, and then planing it to final thickness, and then from there refining the milling. Now that I've got the pieces laid out, rough rip to width, I figured out which has bows and twists, and now I can run them across the joiner, creating one face that's flat and then a 90-degree surface. Before I start planing, I'm going to take just a minute to explain my dust collection system in this shop. What I have is a selector valve system here that can shift between the planer, the joiner, the table saw, and this sander by a manual shift method, and then it goes to the pipe work and out to the shed in the cyclone. And I'm going to actually check the dustbin to be sure that it's empty before I start planing, because there's nothing worse than overfilling the dustbin. This is a close-up view of the shifting mechanism. So it's a straight through shot here for the planer. If I select over one here, it's a straight shot through the joiner. There's a detent in each one, and here's the table saw and sander. But it keeps a straight shot for the dust. In previous videos, you may have noticed there's an illuminated light in the corner of the shop and wondered what that's for. It's actually for my dust collector to indicate to me when it's running. I have a wireless remote that I can turn the dust collector on, and now I can see that the dust collector is running when you have a set of earphones on. This is my dust collection out in the storage shed. The chips come out of the shop along the wall and into this cyclone. As they spin around, they separate out and drop into this steel barrel that collects the chips. The air goes up through the suction fan over into this box, which houses a bag filter that filters out any of the pine particles, and then the air returns back into the shop. And it's a good thing I am going to empty the dust collector, because we would have overfilled it when we were planing.